There's a book I read. I just, a pastor, one of my pastors came to see me from, I think, Ozoro, and was asking me some questions, so I was sharing with him as a brother, just giving guidance, and I told him, this book, I need to get you a copy. Written by one of our fathers, Gbile Akanni. The title of the book is Tapping into God's Resources for Life and Ministry. If you love money, don't read that book. Brother Gbile will damage you. He will damage you. Don't read it. You will not recover. He grew to such a point that even his underwear, his briefs and his singlet, he doesn't buy. He's a full-time minister. He's in the book. He said he will just go to God and say, they are becoming brown. No? Then God will say, okay, I've heard. The next day, 2 days, 3 days, somebody will travel, and the only thing they will buy, singlet and briefs. One story that shocked me, I don't think any mortal alive can try it. He traveled to either the UK or the US to go and preach. And the shoe, the mouth was open. Life story. As he came down from the aircraft, his son in whether it was UK or US, I can't remember, saw him and said, Daddy, you travel with this kind of shoes? He said, no. Tomorrow morning we are going to buy new shoes. He now said in his heart, oh, Lord, you know I didn't come here to disgrace you. If this boy is concerned about this shoe out of pity, remove the thought of the shoe from his mind. Somebody said they want to buy you new shoe. Stay with me tonight. This series, you see, you will prosper. You will. But it might not be as you are expecting, that you are going to be driving a Cadillac everywhere. According to God's will and plan for your life, He will send resources your way. And when those resources come, you will not envy the man in a Cadillac. You know that he has his own assignment, you have yours. And as Paul will show us, that's why I'm going to tie this up later today. As Paul will show us that you came empty-handed. And when you leave, you will leave empty-handed. You will leave empty-handed. You must prosper. It doesn't matter what Satan tries to do. You must prosper. The man, he stayed in that UK and the US, did meetings. I think he said 5 days. I can't remember. The boy completely forgot the shoe. He will come and carry Daddy Gbile from the hotel with the shoe with hole. He didn't remember it. It was as they escorted him to airport. You know when you carry somebody to the airport, then you people G's, then they now say it's time to board. It's okay, bye-bye, oh. Then he carried his bag about to board. The boy saw the shoe and said, hey! So Daddy, the shoe. He just smiled. He knew that it was not God that moved the man's heart. It was pity. That Gbile doesn't want anything from you from pity. What he wants is what God told you to give him. Some of you have learned how to be master pity party celebrants. You don't know the way to trust God. The only verse in Matthew 6 I want to deal with tonight is 6:24. No man can serve two masters. So it means, therefore, that the same kind of way God wants to master and control your life, money is looking for that same opportunity. Money can become such God over your soul. That's why the average Christian has not learned the way of sacrificial giving. Say, out of this small money I'm earning, how can I give? Bro, it's because you don't know how to trust God. It's not foolishness. Like I told you when I was announcing just now. If God has not stirred your heart to give, you are not wrong. Are you hearing what I'm saying? There's no pressure. Say, no. I can't just be coming to the tent and they're announcing this money and I'm not giving. We don't do things in this kingdom emotionally. There has got to be a stirring. He said, as many as they that the Lord has moved upon their heart, tell them, collect from them gold, silver, for the building of the temple. You don't need to have it. God can channel it in your direction. He puts it in people's hands, and those people can become a blessing to you. When I read that Gbile's story, I went to preach in a church. Oh my God, it was one of those days that the Lord mantled me as I ministered. The fragrance of his presence was so rich. When I finished, a brother was trying to break protocol to come and meet me at all costs. So I was watching from my side mirror. I was in the car. They were saying, no, now the man of, he said, I must see him. I said, okay. So I said, let him come. So he ran to where I was. And he said, as you were preaching, I heard Jesus. He said, I should buy you 5 suits. I said, me? He said, what's your suit size? So I told him. You think I will tell you? I told him. And then he said, okay. If you count the years now, it's 15 years more. He has not bought the suit. As I was driving and living there, I remember that Gbile story, and I said, God, Lord, if this thing was emotional, don't allow him remember. You think I didn't need suit? At the time I went to preach there, I had one good suit. Ash color. I know how much it cost to get that one suit. I wear it on the choicest of occasions. When I look the kind of church where they go preach, I say, so that the name of the Lord will not be blasphemed. Then I wear the suit. What an opportunity to get 5 suits. But I learned from the fathers. God can use men. Do you know that he can put your matter in somebody's heart, and that person will not rest until you are established? The ones that are laboring to make the money, they will become old and their bank account is still empty, but you are flying. You are not laboring half as they are laboring, but he calleth a man from a far country. And the agenda of that man is to come and execute the counsel of God.